talking about the big networking event, but that's pretty cool. How many of you know who Crystal Begon is here? She now has some competition.
Talk to me. We'll
That's fantastic. Okay, so today we have a very special featured speaker here today, but we're keeping the same tradition here at the GNA events that we had at the Successful Thinkers events. So Sean Dyer, you have to go all the way to the back, and there's a lot of real estate here, so start running, man. See where the exercise at?
To the parking lot?
Well, if you want to go to the parking lot, that's fine, but the zoom lens on the camera can't reach that far, so anyway, story with Sean Dyer and I, we first met at the Successful Thinkers Stockton event in February. My good friend David Dyer had a huge role in starting Successful Thinkers in the Central Valley area, who helped us get that event started here, which we used to be formally affiliated with the organization. Introduced me to Sean, and just such a nice guy, really down to earth, just wanted to get to know who I am, I wanted to get to know who he is, never pitched his business, just a real nice guy, and a great, great smile. And Sean Dyer, actually, what he does is, he's a representative for this company called E-Waste for Life. And what he does is he goes around and collects recycled parts like computers and other items that are no longer in use and recycles them for the good. And he gave me a special speech to read here, so I don't butcher this. I'm going to go ahead and read that directly here. So today's speaker has an extensive background in sales and marketing. After working for a web design and search engine optimization company, he now promotes his own fundraising program online using a number of different tools, one of which he will be sharing with us today. He's one of these people who just gets it when it comes to computers. Sean will be speaking about why and how to use YouTube. Videos are becoming more and more important online. They show up high on search engines, and people like watching them. It's a simple, free way to get your message out there. So please give a big, warm GNA welcome to Mr. Sean Dyer. Give him a big round of applause. Elias. Let's do it.
Awesome. So excited to be here. The first thing I want to do is see if I can get away without using a microphone. So if I'm over here and talking to you guys, can you guys still hear me okay?
Video likes it better.
Mike, use the mic.
Yeah.
Use the mic.
So I'm on the microphone. I love making videos for YouTube. It's fun, it's easy, and it makes money. It doesn't get much better than that. YouTube is something that you can use for free, which will allow you to reach or communicate more effectively with your existing customers as well as potential customers. So if you give me the option of either A, following up on some warm leads or doing some cold calling, or B, making a video, putting it out there on YouTube, and then waiting for the people to come back to me, which one do you think I'm going to pick?
Video.
Video.
Right! I'm going to make a video and I'm going to have some fun. That's just me. I'm a fun-loving guy. I love making these videos, I love putting them out there, and then I just sit back and wait for the clients to come to me. So the first thing I want to ask is, by a show of hands, who here is already set up on their own YouTube channel? Okay, good number of people. Now for those of you who didn't raise your hand yet, I'm going to assume it's because you don't have a big enough why. So let me explain to you why you want to start publishing and marketing yourself on YouTube. First and foremost, videos are just plain popular. People like watching videos. If you give people the option of reading some black and white text on your website or watching a video, they're going to watch the video 9 times out of 10. It's just something that people enjoy doing. Videos are popular. Now also when you're putting these videos on your website, something magical happens. Because if you're doing any kind of search engine optimization or you just want your website to show up on search at all, period, something wonderful happens because in my business, say e-waste recycling. Let's say someone types in e-waste recycling into Google. So they type it in and they see me popping up down there towards the bottom of the Google search results. So they click through to my website, they're on my website, and then they click and they go back to Google. That's not a good thing. That's called a bounce. Google sees that. And so when Google sees someone bounce off your website, they figure, okay, well, this person just typed in e-waste recycling. They went to Sean's website. They didn't find it there, so they came right back. And so what Google does then is it actually moves you down on the search results. And so that's actually really harmful for you. But on the flip side of that, now if someone goes to my website and they type in e-waste recycling and they see me pop up there, maybe I'm number 8 or 9 down the list, and they click through to my website, what's the first thing they're going to see when they get to my website?
Video.
Right. They're going to see the video, and they're going to sit there for 60, 90 seconds, they're going to watch the video, and now they're basically what's called stuck on the web page. It helps with page stickiness. That's a real term. I don't make this stuff up. So instead of bouncing off the website and going right back, now they're stuck there, and Google sees that, and then Google goes ahead and moves my website up on the search results. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah, just for putting up a video on there. My goodness. Another thing that's really neat is that Google is actually giving priority to videos. So if you've done a search anytime in the last year, has anyone used Google? Okay. So what they're doing is they're actually mixing in different types of search results. So if you do a Google search, whatever you may be searching for, you're going to find different things popping up, like images, right? Everyone sees those popping up. You get images in there. You may get some local business results. You'll also get some shopping results, maybe. So it's mixing in, and Google, in its never-ending quest to help people find what they want, they're mixing in different things. And now people want video, so you better bet that they're putting videos in there. Now the really neat thing about this is that if you have some information that you want to get out there, if you were to go out, say, today, and start a blog or start a website, there's no way you're really getting on the first page of Google. Google's only going to give priority to sites that are well established, sites that have already done link building, where they built up a reputation because they have people linking to them, they're getting traffic, and they've been around for a while. The domain name's not brand new because there's a lot of brand new spam domains. And so Google always kind of holds those websites back. But when you make a video, you can go out and make a video this afternoon, and then tomorrow morning have it appear on the first page of the Google search results. And that's not an exaggeration. It happens all the time. I see it with our networking videos. We'll do a video, whatever networking event here in San Jose, and then the next day you go online and you type in networking group San Jose, and then there's the video right there on the first page, just like that. Google doesn't scan the internet and every web page out there that quick, but for videos, it absolutely does, and it's giving them priority. So it's a real easy way to get up there. Another terrific thing that you can do, let me ask you this, we're talking about websites. Has anyone ever taken a link to their website and then went ahead and posted it on Facebook or Twitter and said, hey guys, check out the website, it's really cool? Has anyone done that?
Come on, raise your hands. We've all done that. We've all done that.
Now, has anyone actually kept track of that to see how many people click through? And what do you end up with? Like a few people clicking through?
Yeah.
I mean, I've done it before. I blasted out to thousands of friends just to see, hey guys, I redid my website. Tell me what you think. Right? You got 3 people clicking through. It's like, oh, this is terrific. Wow. So how do I get people to my website? Well, if you post a video, now you can use that video to whet their appetite. And now once they see the video, then you can tell them, hey, for more information, go ahead and click through to my website. Now you got them. Huh? You got to lure them in. You got to be sneaky. You can't just be blunt and direct them right to the website. They won't go. And just having videos or a YouTube channel, it establishes you as an expert. And one of the really neat things that I like to do also is answer frequently asked questions. If you're looking for a source and some ideas for videos, answer frequently asked questions. Because I have a website, and on that website there's a frequently asked questions section. And I know that no one ever reads those, because all day, every day, I get these emails. Hey, Sean, can you pick up the TV? That's like exactly what I do all day, every day. Of course I can pick up the TV. Did you look at my website? Did you do anything at all? But luckily for me, those have gone down now that I'm putting more videos out there. But with frequently asked questions, you just keep publishing these videos and answering those questions, and it helps cut back on the ridiculous conversations that you have on a daily basis. Because especially if you can get people to watch these before you actually talk to them, an amazing thing happens. Because even if you do get, say, a referral from someone, right, and you go to call them up and say, hey, Elias gave me your number, I just wanted to kind of give you a call and see what's going on. Now, this conversation, how does it usually go? Usually they're like, oh, okay, well, tell me what you do. And then you just launch into your pitch pitch again that you don't want to give because you've already given it 8 times that day. But wouldn't it be neat if you could actually have an intelligent conversation? Like if you emailed someone first and said, hey, Elias gave me your number, you shoot him an email. He said he had some questions about this, that, and the other thing. Well, here's a quick video that answers that question. And, I'll give you a call sometime later when you can kind of talk about it. But once you give them a link to one video, now they're going to watch the other ones too. And now you can have all kinds of intelligent conversation, and they're going to be asking you buying questions as opposed to, well, what do you do? So now you can have that kind of conversation, and that, in my opinion, that kind of takes it to a different level. Because I really hate repeating myself over and over every day. I'd rather just say it once and then direct people to a video. It works, it really does. And you can use your time for more effective conversations that way. Now, by show of hands, who already have some ideas for videos that they want to make? Okay. And those of you who are still unsure, you can just go ahead and just make a cat video. Those are really popular. Now, before you actually go and reach out to new customers, because there may be some doubt here, I don't know if this whole thing's going to work, and I'm going to do all this work and then nothing's going to happen. Well, let me tell you this, before you reach out to new customers, work with the existing customers that you have. Because one of the most powerful things that you can do, if you only take one thing away from today, let it be this: video testimonials. Extremely powerful, separates you from the competition just like that. You're leagues ahead of the competition. Because what does everyone have? Well, they have these black and white testimonials on their website. Most of the time, I don't believe them. They've lost a lot of credibility. But when you have someone on video talking about you and what it's like to use your product or your service, now that is powerful. And now on this video, let me ask you this. How do you want to do this? Do you want to just have one of your customers on video go, hey, Sean Dyer is great, check him out?
You selling used cars?
You could, but it's not the best thing to do. What you want to do is basically ask these people that you're talking to, well, before we did business together, were there any concerns that you had? And what's a common concern? Oh, I don't know, the money, right? That comes up all the time. So what happens now, when you do a little video testimonial, this is just like a 60, 90 second, maybe even a 2-minute clip, but probably not much longer than that, unless you are doing something really advanced and you do want to go into detail, but I can talk about that later. But you're going to keep this interview short, and what you're going to talk about is those concerns. So you're going to have someone on video, you're going to ask them that question, and they're going to say, well, before we did business together, I was kind of worried about the money, but then I kind of sat down, we went through the numbers, and it was pretty much a no-brainer. And so now you've got someone on video, you can say it, until you're blue in the face. Here, look at the numbers don't lie. Come on, let's do it. Well, I'm going to go ahead and think about it, and get back to you. Now you want to get someone else, a third party, saying the exact same thing, but the message gets through a heck of a lot better. And so when you have that person on video saying that, now there's going to be someone in the future sitting at their computer, and they're going to be watching that video, and they're saying, hey, that guy's just like me. I was thinking about doing business with Elias, but okay, now this guy did business, he's just like me. Let's see what he has to say. Oh, he's worried about the money too? I was worried about the money. Oh, okay. Well, let's see what he says. Okay. Well, he still went ahead and he still did it? Even though he's worried about the money because it was a no-brainer? I need to take another look at that. Oh, it is a no-brainer. I need to call this guy back right now. I'll skip lunch. You want to go through all the different concerns that you possibly can. Whether it's the money, whether it's the commitment, or whatever kind of objections you typically get, address those in your video testimonials. And the beautiful thing is that you can use those video testimonials to help you convert the people that you are talking to. And once you make those videos and you put them out there to the public, you're going to be reaching new people along the way. So you're going to increase your conversion ratio, and you're also going to be reaching out and getting in touch with new people. And so that's the best thing in the world that you can do. And it's free, it doesn't cost you anything, and it's going to do wonders for your conversion ratio. So, how do you weasel your way into one of these here? How do you get someone on camera saying good things about you? Where do you find a sucker like this, huh? Satisfied customers, exactly. One of the simplest things you can do is always be prepared. Always have a camera. Cameras really aren't that big. You don't need a jumbo video camera. If you've got a modern digital camera, it can probably record video. Heck, your cell phone can probably record video. But I'm going to talk more about the technical stuff in a minute here. But always be prepared, because if you're ever with someone, if you ever, do we like to go kind of above and beyond the Call of Duty here and do whatever it takes to keep our clients happy? Okay.
Yes.
So the next time that you have someone saying really good things about you, oh my God, I can't believe you drove all the way over here just to drop that off. Thank you so much. You know, oh, no problem, no problem. Hey, you know, I was wondering, you think you might be able to do me a favor? I got my camera. I got my tripod. It's not going to be 100%, but it never hurts to ask. If someone really does want to help you out, they'll help you out. And it's that simple. You don't have to pay them anything. You just set up a little tripod, ask them if they have maybe 10 or 15 minutes to do a few takes with you, record it. It's that simple. And also, since our whole philosophy here is how can I help you move your business forward, well, now you know about YouTube. Now you know exactly how you can help them move their business forward. You can help them by making a video. This is exactly what I do. I work with a lot of different local nonprofits, and so I tell them, hey, let's make a quick 60, 90-second video about you. It'll be a video explaining who you are and what you do. We'll put it on the homepage of your website. You can share it on social media. It'll help you get your message out there. And they go, oh, that's delightful. That sounds wonderful. Yeah, come on over. Bring the camera, bring everything. And then while we're there, and we got the tripod set up and the camera's there, hey, since this is all here, how about we shoot a quick interview? And you get your interview too. They get their video, you get your video, everyone's happy. So as far as the technical stuff, first thing, making videos. Always, if possible, whenever possible, use a tripod. Don't do the handheld thing. It's awful. Using a tripod is the single most important thing that you can do to make your video look professional. Obviously, you want the lighting to be good, but having the camera steady is huge. And ideally, if you're just doing this with one other person, you're not going to be able to actually, you know, have someone there to hold the camera all the time. So having a tripod is a good thing. Next thing is lighting. Make sure there's good lighting, whenever possible. And the third thing would be, I'd say background would be the third most important thing. Make sure you select the background that's relevant to what you're talking about. You want to try to avoid plain, boring backgrounds. You absolutely, positively, never, ever, ever want to just make a webcam video. No one wants to see what your ugly office looks like. The behind your desk part, the part that no one thinks that, no one ever looks at. I've done it before. I've turned on my webcam, and I'm like, I walk past that every day, but it just looks like 10 times more awful on camera. My God! So don't ever make those webcam videos. Always try to select an appropriate background. If you're with a client, try to do it in their office, maybe something with their logo nearby. If you're making videos, say you're like a health coach or something, you're talking about healthy eating, why not do it in the kitchen? Select an appropriate background, something that's interesting. And like I was saying earlier too, as long as you have a modern camera, visual camera, like one that takes still pictures, that probably won't have a video recording capability. And even, alright, so as long as,
Is that a bee?
no, it's just the little ones that hover. But as long as you have a fairly recent camera, you can, and you have good lighting, and you have it on a tripod, the video is going to come out all right. It really is. You don't need any fancy equipment for it. So everyone either already has the equipment or knows someone who has the equipment. And from there, once you do make the video, you might want to do a little bit of video editing. Not nearly as hard as it sounds. Write this down, Windows Movie Maker. It's free software that you can use. You just download it, install it on your computer. As long as you have, it's Windows Movie Maker. Live, I think they call it. But it's free software that you can use. You don't have to do anything fancy with your videos. The only thing that you...
I got nailed too.
The only thing that you have to do with the videos is maybe clip it. You might have a little bit extra in the beginning, you might have a little bit extra in the end, especially if you record just using continuous footage.
I'll be fine, you can go on. That was a
You might
bee.
have to clip it, and you might want to just add a little caption. And that's real easy to do using Windows Movie Maker software. It's really easy to do.
Advertisement to the restaurant right now.
Oh yeah, really. But it doesn't take anything fancy, and it's a really intuitive program. You just kind of jump in there and you just you click on something, and it'll tell you what do you want to do with this. Do you want to clip it here? Do you want to add a special effect here? What do you want to do? You don't have to get fancy with it. Just make sure that it's it's clipped. There's not some extra footage on it. It's right to do, really. Now, I can't go into effectively using YouTube without covering some SEO basics. And what this is really all about here, once you start getting into reaching out and getting in touch with new customers, because the people you're already talking to, you're sending them direct links, they're going to find your videos one way or another if they're on your website. But if you want to reach new customers, you have to use the appropriate keywords on there. And so, with keywords, the first theory I want you to understand is there's something called long tail keywords and short tail keywords, which is basically just long keywords and short keywords. And I'm not talking about number of letters, I'm talking about number of words and how specific you're being. And so, for example, the keyword e-waste. That's a real tough keyword to be competing with and show up on the first page of Google. It's a very general term. There's a lot of competition for it. Or e-waste recycling, same thing. Still very short, very general. There is nationwide, if not worldwide, competition to be on the first page of that search result. But what happens when you start making it longer, with a longer tail on it, like you type in e-waste recycling Stockton, or e-waste recycling San Jose. Now, the keyword's getting longer, it's getting more specific, there's a lot less competition, and it's real easy to get on page one. That's all it really takes. You have to focus, but you can't focus on the general. Instead of trying to get people to your website instead of trying to get 100 people to your website who typed in e-waste recycling, try to get 10 people who typed in e-waste recycling San Jose. Try to get 10 people who typed in e-waste recycling Santa Clara. Try to get them all from different places because there's a lot less competition there. And it's much easier to show up on the first page. So as you're tagging these videos, so for example, let's say that I was working with someone who's a face painter. She paints faces, she does parties and gigs like that. And so what we wanted to do was obviously have her showing up on Google for anyone who's looking for a face painter in every city. And so all she is doing right now is making videos. Every time she goes out and does an event, whether it be in Modesto or in Tracy or in Manteca, she just shoots a short video clip, and now she's using the keywords for the video clip. You know, here's Lynn at a face painting event in Modesto. There's a 60-second clip of her, hanging out with some kids painting some faces. And then she does it in Tracy, and then she does it in Sacramento or everywhere else that she wants to go. And so now she's got all those little keywords covered, and she'll be popping up on the first page of Google pretty darn soon. There's not a lot of competition for that, but you can use the same principles for anything else. Like if you're a health coach, you may not want to do health coach Modesto or health coach San Jose. You might want to actually be a little more creative and type in stuff that people are searching for. So you might want to do something trendy, like this whole cayenne pepper thing, right? Why don't you make a video about that? Instead of doing weight loss tips, because if you did weight loss tips, you'd be competing with, every other supplement company on the planet. But if you broke it down into something more niche-y, like cayenne pepper weight loss tips, now that's something easy. Now you can make a video for that. You can make a video for anything else specific and get a little bit of traffic there, a little bit of traffic there, and a little bit of traffic from there. But the biggest thing is, that's kind of where you're going with it. The biggest thing is to make videos that are going to help you convert the existing people that you're working with. It's always going to be all about the video testimonials, doing the frequently asked questions, and of course that intro video on your website is going to be really important. And you know what I forgot to mention? I wanted this to be a little bit more interactive. You can stop me if you have questions. Does anyone have questions at all? Okay.
What would be an appropriate amount of time for a video, the length, with that attention span?
Yeah, you said it. The attention span is really important. So you want it to be, I'd say no more than 2 minutes, but ideally the sweet spot's kind of 60 to 90 seconds. Most people will watch those videos. If it's any longer, people they just don't want to watch it. They don't want to make that commitment. It's funny, you think, well, maybe they'll watch the first 10 seconds and then they'll like it. No. They'll hit play, they'll see that it's 3 minutes long, and then they won't watch it. But it is okay to have longer videos. Like if you have something that you want to explain, like some free information that you want to give away and share with people that's going to be of interest to them, then by all means, make a longer video. Make that video, post it in the back section somewhere on your website, but don't make that the one video that goes smack dab on your homepage. That's not going to be the video that captures people and keeps them on your website. That's the video that's going to go somewhere else for the people who are lingering and really digging for information. That's the person who's about to call you. I'm sorry?
Cost ranges.
What about cost ranges? Well, I don't understand the question, but shooting the videos, it doesn't cost anything. You just make them yourself, using your own video camera and equipment, and you can just go ahead and upload it for free on YouTube. On YouTube? Well, by reaching new customers. Oh, you make money by reaching new customers and getting new business. You know, instead of, this is not my company. I'm just sharing how I use YouTube to make money on my business, and the same principles you can apply to yours. Oh. Question.
So, to make your homepage more sticky with the video, so when somebody comes in and clicks, they still have to click, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
How do you get them?
The title of your video should be a question that they want answered. Right? What's your business?
Nutritional chef.
Nutritional chef and speaker? Okay. So it should be something that they're looking for information on. So the title should be a question that they want answered. How to prepare a fast and easy meal. Or, you know, how this is going to help improve your diet. Or how this is going to give you more energy. And just title it like that, keep it 60 to 90 seconds, and go click right. Because they already made it to your website, so they're kind of planning on reading info and checking stuff out, and then they see you have a video, so, oh, delightful, I'll watch the video. I'll watch it. Question.
So we have a video on our website of our founder who was on TED SFX, and so we've got her talking. And do you feel like that's more compelling or less compelling than testimonial? Like, should that be somewhere else on the website, testimonial in front?
I know about TED, it's a big deal, but I don't think it's generally understood. Who knows what TED is? Oh, okay. Just more entrepreneur types. But a lot of people at the general public, I don't think, that's not necessarily a credibility thing. But it's probably like a 10 or 15 minute talk, right?
Pretty sure. I think it's 15. Is it 15?
Yeah, and so you wouldn't want to put that on the homepage. Definitely a good video to put up there. You know, you'd want to embed it somehow. I'm sure they have an embed code. That's awesome, and it's going to, you know, hit the credibility factor for a good number of people. But like I was saying earlier, you want your intro video to be something short and sweet.
So more like this videos.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, on the intro video, I wouldn't even. You can put. I suppose you can put a testimonial on the front as long as it kind of answers the key questions quickly. Who you are and what you did.
Okay.
That's the important thing. And it can be just you talking about it, or it can be you talking about it with someone else, or it can be a client explaining.
Got it. Okay, great.
So when you tag your video on YouTube, if it's a long string of words, you should have quotes around all the words?
Oh, in the tags? I've been trying to figure that out myself. When you're tagging videos, when you first type them in, you separate them with commas, and then it automatically puts the quotes around them. Yeah, but I see what you're saying. Yeah, when you're typing in your tags, every single individual keyword you want to separate with a comma. And that's the easiest thing to do. You know, for example, e-waste recycling, Stockton, California, right? If you put a comment in between every single word, it's going to kind of break it up. So I might do e-waste recycling, comma, Stockton, comma, California, and keep those individual like that. And then the quotes it'll add later. Any other questions? Okay.
Might hold to be a dummy, but is it possible when you do the YouTube videos, do you have to, if you're going to use it in an email and send it out as an email, do you send out the link or can you actually send out the video itself?
No, you can't embed the video in the email. I mean, you can put links to it, you can make it look like it's in the email, but then when they click on it, it's still going to open in a new tab. Yeah, and so typically what I do is that. Yep. Does everyone understand what I'm saying about the keywords? Because it's something, there's no set formula for using keywords. Just kind of figure it out as you go. One really important thing that I should mention, it's called the Google AdWords tool. And if you Google AdWords tool, you will find the Google AdWords tool. And that's a tool that you can use to research your keywords and figure out what people are searching for. It'll actually tell you how many people are typing in these keyword terms. So e-waste recycling, you'll see there's 5 million searches for that. E-waste recycling, Stockton, and you'll see, oh, okay, there's only 10,000 searches for that. And so you can kind of pick out your keywords that way. You see how much competition there is, and also you want to do some reality checks too, like health tips, for example. Oh, that's a tough one, really tough keyword. You're not going to get there. But what if we lengthen the tail and do health tips, San Jose, California? Well, that's just not a good one because no one is searching like that, searching for those words. So if you ran that through the AdWords tool, you would see, oh, no one's searching for that. That's not a good idea. I'm not going to focus on that. But if your business is local, and that makes things a little bit easier for you, because then you just want to tag all these different videos you made with different cities. Make one video to focus on each city. And, I wish I was able to set up my projector and everything here, but like one of my buddies, he's a health and fitness coach. And so he does all these wacky exercises. And you have to ask yourself, what are people going to be searching for on YouTube? And a lot of times people will see an exercise in a magazine or something, right? And they're like, I don't quite get it with the pictures, and so they go to YouTube and they search these exercise videos. And so he's got like all those keywords covered. He's got every city covered, because he just calls himself something different in all his videos. He'll say, Kevin, personal trainer from Lathrop, Kevin, a personal trainer from Tracy, Kevin, personal trainer from San Jose, and so he has all the different cities covered too. And so he's got like, I think 170,000 different views of all his videos up there just in the last few years. It's because he's covering all these different keywords.
Have you monetized any of your videos?
On my personal channel, yeah. Yeah, I have, and as far as everyone here is concerned, I think it's good to have. It really depends on your business, because for me, I have a business channel and then I have my own personal channel. And on my business channel, it's just all my e-waste videos, all my interviews, all my frequently asked questions and stuff like that. And then on my personal channel, that's where I put all the spiffy videos that like Elias is making, and anything else that just come my way. I put those up there and monetize them. But that's something else. What he's talking about is putting ads on the videos. You can actually collect money from that. If you make videos that are popular, you can put ads on them, and when people click on those ads, you get paid. It's awesome, but that's not what we're covering today. So on your business channel, you won't want to do that. You'll want to keep people watching your video or clicking through to your website, not clicking on someone else's ads. But so another point I want to make here is that if you do have a channel that you just consider your own channel, and you post business videos on there, and then you also post personal videos on there and anything else, that's actually a pretty good thing, because people will come across your personal videos for whatever they may be, right? Like I was at the Mall of America was a month or two ago, and I just recorded a video of this roller coaster, and I uploaded it, didn't share it anywhere. I was just curious to see how many people actually found this stupid video for this SpongeBob roller coaster, just by putting it out there. And I'm up to like 100 views already. It's like at least 3 people a day are checking that thing out. And so when people see that video, then they of course get recommendations to see my other videos, which may be business related. And so it's a good way to just get people finding you online.
It's like Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, you post your personal stuff, and then people find it interesting, and then they say, oh, that's what he or she does. Same general philosophy. And one thing that's really cool about YouTube is that you don't have to go out and add 1,000 friends before you reach anyone. Anything you post on YouTube is public worldwide. It's awesome. It's not like, Facebook, you need to have your friends first, and even then, what you post doesn't go out to all of your friends. It's if you ever keep track of it, you have to actually actively communicate with people on Facebook, whether through email or just posting and commenting, if you want to show up in their newsfeed. Because you may have 2,000 friends, but then when you post, you may only show up, for a couple hundred people. It's the reality of Facebook. But YouTube is public, very broad. Okay?
I was curious, have you ever looked into the reasons why things go viral, or like the most common reasons, or are there any resources you would give us to study that?
I'm sure if you did a Google search, you could find some interesting stuff. If you just Google like how to make a viral video, basically just has to be something creative, entertaining, catchy. I wouldn't even know where to start explaining that one.
I have a question. Can you use Windows Movie Maker to embed the link to your website inside the video? So on the video, if you move your mouse, it will take you to that link.
No, you wouldn't use Windows Movie Maker for that. No. You can add captions on there, but they're not going to be clickable. Usually when you make a video, you want to put the link to your website just right there, the very first thing, in the description of the video. Because when you're uploading a video, there's going to be 3 boxes for you to add text. There's going to be the video title, there's going to be the description, and then there's going to be the tags. And when you do have keywords that you're focusing on, you want to make sure that those keywords appear in all 3 boxes, especially the title is the most important one. So like, for example, e-waste recycling stock in California, I make sure it shows up in all 3 boxes. But, so with the description, YouTube is only going to show the first few characters. I think it only shows the first 75 or 100 characters of the description. Otherwise, you have to click, the little thing that says click here for more information. So make sure that your website link shows up before that. I just put it, bam, right there, and then I just go into talking about what the video's about. So it always shows up. Okay. Just keep rambling on about some other stuff then. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and wrap it up. Basically, I'm here to help. So if anyone has questions, I'll be hanging out afterwards. I've got a stack of cards right there, so I'm glad to help out, answer any questions. I think YouTube is great because on the internet, you can find pretty much anything. There's websites and articles and pictures about anything you can think of. Well, we're not quite there yet with YouTube. We can't find videos of anything on YouTube. So there's still a lot of open territory, open space there. So you can go out, it's like open prairie. Go out and stake your claim. Thank you.
Give Sean Dyer a big round of applause. Now, what a lot of people don't know is that Sean Dyer here is responsible for giving birth to rapping Ron Horry. I want to all make you aware of that. I didn't realize it until recently because I saw this YouTube video that somebody put out there from the Millionaire Mind Intensive, right? About maybe 3 or 4 months ago, whenever it was. I just clicked on it, fell in love with it. And I was talking with Sean last week at the Cesar Plata event in San Jose. It's like, I always want to put that out there. I'm like, oh man, well great, you're coming to our event next week. We'll give you a little promo. But it does work, folks. And because of what he did, that's what gave birth to rapping Ron Horry. So give him both a big round of applause.